All right, so we have this question. So in this question, 49 exponent x minus 2 all divided by x exponent negative x, which is equal to negative square root of 2x minus 1 all exponent 0. All right. So looking at this question, this is one of the exponential questions that we have been solving. So we have another exponential equation here. So let's see how we can deal with this question. Now, since we have 49 exponent x and we also have 7 exponent negative x, then we are going to apply some laws of indices here. So I will begin with the 49 exponent x. So I'll write my 49. So 49 exponent x minus. So note that we have 2 all divided by x. Now this one can be written as, so we can rewrite this as 2.7 exponent x. Good. Why am I writing 2.7 exponent x? Now note that we can write it as this. So it will be 2.1 all divided by 7 exponent negative x. Have you gotten that? You can rewrite it as this. And having 1 divided by 7 exponent negative x, if you take the inverse form of this, then you are getting 2.7 exponent x. Have you gotten that? That is why I wrote this. So if you see this, this is how I wrote it. Okay? All right. So since we have this, then we can clean it. If you understand it that way, then can clean it. Then we continue. Good. Which is equal to. Now, looking at what is here, we are saying that negative. So we have negative square root of 2x exponent what? 2x minus 1? Or exponent 0. Now remember that in one of the laws of indices, if you have any non-zero number exponent 0, you are getting 1. So if I give you 1000 exponent 0, I'm still getting 1. So it means that any non-zero number exponent 0 will give you 1. So if that is what you are saying, then that means the whole thing in the square root is going to give me 1. So I will have square root of 1. Okay, good. So once I have this, then I can also rewrite this as, so I'm taking them term by term. Once we have a 7 exponent x, know that I can also write 49 exponent x as 7 exponent 2x. So this one, I'm just taking the perfect square of 49. So it will be 7 exponent 2x minus 2.7 exponent x, which is equal to. Now, square root of 1 will still give you 1. You know that. So you are getting negative 1 here. Okay, good. Now, once we have this, I can also rewrite 7 exponent 2x as 7 exponent x or exponent 2, okay, minus 2.7x 7 exponent x, which is equal to -1. Okay, good. So we have this. Now, once we have this, then we can see that, or we can let 7 exponent x be represent any of the variables, so we can use any letter at all. Since in mathematics always we have been using x and y, then I will use y. So I will say let y equals what? 7 exponent x. So it means that wherever I see 7 exponent x, I will put y there. So that is what I'm going to do. Then I will write it as y squared minus 2y, which is equal to -1. So this is my equation now. So this is what we are going to solve. Okay. All right. So let me go to my next page. Since the first page is full, then I'm moving on to the next page. So we had our equation as y exponent 2 minus 2y, which is equal to -1. So this is our equation. That's what we are solving. So solving this one, we can use factorization method to solve this. So if we are using factorization method, then we can write this as what? So y exponent 2 minus y 2y rather plus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay, then we can solve it. So this is what? Quadratic equation. So we have quadratic equation now. So we can solve it using what? Factorization method. So if I'm using factorization method, then I'm going to write y exponent 2 minus y plus 1. Okay, which is equal to 0. All right, good. So I can write this as y out, then I have y minus 1 out, then I have y minus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay, good. So once I have this, then I can pick those outside and put them in one bracket. And since those in the bracket are the same, then I pick one. So I'm going to have this y minus 1 and then another y minus 1, which is equal to 0. So since they are the same, then I can just pick one and solve. So I can pick one of them minus 1, which is equal to 0. So my y is equal to 1 because they are the same. So it means our answer for y is equal to what? 1. So that is what we have gotten for the quadratic equation. But that's not what the question demands. The question demands we look for what? X. So let's go back to the question. So the question says we should find what? X. That is what we are looking for. And remember, we said we should let y equals what? 7 exponent x. And we have worked things out. We have gotten our y to be what? 1. So that is what we are going to solve now. So we are going to substitute the value of y into y is equal to 7 exponent x. So let's go there. Okay. All right. So since my page is full, let me go to the next page. Okay. Good. So we said that, but we got y to be what? 7 exponent x. Okay. Meanwhile, y is also equal to what? 1. That is what we solved and got. So we are only going to substitute. Okay. So we just write 1 is equal to 7 exponent x. So this is what we have. So how do we find x? 1 is equal to 7 exponent x. Remember that in the law of indices, if I give you any number, initially I said that any non-zero number is equal to what? 1. So if I give you 9 exponent 0, I'm going to get 1. Okay. If I give you 7 exponent 0, I'm going to get what? 1. If you are saying 7 exponent 0 will give me 1, then it means that since we have 1 is equal to 7 exponent x, I will just replace 1 by what? 7 exponent 0. So now our equation becomes 7 exponent 0, which is equal to 7 exponent x. Okay. So if we have this, remember in one of the laws of indices, whenever you have the base as the same value, or when the base are the same, we equate what? The exponent. Okay. So once we have the base as 7, then we are to equate the exponent. Okay. So the exponent, we have the left hand side, the exponent is 0, and the right hand side, the exponent is what? 0. If that is the case, then I can say that my x is equal to 0. So that answers the whole question. So let's go back to the question and see. So now this is the question. Okay. All right. So it means that if we should substitute 0 into the equation, it means we are going to get what? Our answer to be what? -1. Okay. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. So let me go back. Okay. So let's move on to the next page and see if we can get that. Okay. So we had 49 exponents, what? X. So, and x is 0. So we can write 49 exponent 0 minus 2 divided by 7 what? Minus 0, which is equal to negative. And we know that we said that part is 1. So this is what we have. So 49 exponent 0 gives us what? 1. Because we are saying any non-zero number exponent 0 is 1. And 7 exponent -0 is still 1. So -2 divided by 1 will give me what? -2, which is equal to -1. So 1 minus -2 is giving me -1, which is equal to -1. So it means our answer is correct. We are right. Once the left hand side is the same as the right hand side, then we are perfect. So we can conclude that x is equal to what? 0. That is our answer. Thank you.